Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Collection Mania Monday and we are going to take a look at the Pastelowe, the Astra Pastelowe pastel colored pencils. And they're a wonderful colored pencil. I actually really enjoy them. I have not used them nearly as much as I should be, but that happens. As with many different parts of my collection, I get busy and things don't get used. But these are a great addition to anybody's collection. Let's take a look at the swatch sheet. So I do have them all swatched and all that loveliness here. And we're going to switch over. Oh, actually, let's look at the pencils first because they're so pretty. Okay, so here are the Pastelows. We have, trying to get that in there. So we have some yellows into the peaches, pinks, into the blues and purples, into the aqua colors and greens, into our ivories, browns, and um, pale skin tones and some darker skin tone, different colors here. And then down here we have, I know I'm flipping it upside down on you. We have our some more of our paler purples, some paler green, aqua greens and greens, um, quite a bit of the green gray kind of colors, which is great to me. Some really nice bright greens as well into our browns and then into our grays. It is a really good pastel set. These are not pastel pencils. These are pastel colored pencils. They are I do believe a wax based or an oil based. Hold on, I'll have to take a look. Of course, it's all in um, oh, what is in the language? uh, Polish. They're from Poland, and they are a. There isn't a lot of information because of the language barrier. So I'm trying to see if it says anywhere on the box in English whether they're wax-based or oil-based. I do believe they're a wax-based pencil. However, I have used them in unison with my um, Faber-Castells, and they work really nicely with the Faber-Castells. So this is a great additional set for those sets that don't have enough of those really light colors. I do apologize, the garbage man is going by and my dog has decided that she wants to bark at him. Shyla, it's just the garbage man. Leave it alone. Okay, so let's take a look at the swatch chart here because I have gone through and I will show you a little bit more on the pencil side of it as well. But I have gone through and I'm going to switch over to the close-up, and I have compared them with the Holbein pastel colors that they have in their set. They also sell a 50 set of just the pastel colors. However, they're very expensive. I have them, so, and I bought them really cheap. I bought the entire set really cheap for a set of Holbeins. But as you can see here, this is the Astra, which is the Pastelowe, and this is the Holbein. Same with here and here. They're almost identical all the way across the board. So I have gone through and compared each and every one of these. There is a video on this um, somewhere in my video grouping here. But yeah, so we've got the yellows into the apricots, the salmon colors, corals and pinks into the rosy pinks, and then the um, cosmos, fuchsias, mauve, rose gray, wisteria, into the blues, forget me not, Sue blue, sky blue, aqua, porcelain blue, and I have renamed all of my pencils to match the Holbein names after going through and comparing them and getting them into the right order here. All the way down to lettuce green, which is a really nice bright pastel green. And then we have our ivory, sand, beige, flesh, Juan brilliant, um, and then cork, peach, shell pink, ash rose, cherry blossom, sea fog, lilac, smoke blue, sea mist or sky mist, um, horizon blue, caledon, surf green, mint green, and misty green. Now this set also has, that's just the pastel colors. This set also has opal green and willow green, but it also has these 6 extras here that aren't in the pastel colors. The Holbein Pastels has um, neons with it, which these do not have. But it does have chartreuse, leaf green, olive yellow, mustard, warm gray 2, and cold gray 2, which you will find in the Holbein's regular set. So it's got a couple of the ones that are matching the Holbein's regular set, as well as all of the ones that match their pastel set. And like I said, the last few colors in the Holbein's pastel set is actually neon colors. They're not pastel colors. So on my Pastelows, let's grab one here. Let's see if I can grab one. So the Pastelows only have the pastel colored pencils, Astra, and that's it. I have taken a sticky note here. Oh, sorry, I was off screen. So they just have pastel colored pencils, Astra, and their little marks. I have taken a sticky um, label and I have put the color name in correspondence to what the Holbein's name is for them. So if you're coloring with the Holbeins and I'm coloring with the Pastelows, or if I'm coloring with the Pastelows or the Holbeins and you're coloring with the Pastelows, you can still match what I'm doing if I'm using the pastel set. Okay, so we're going to color. Of course, like I said, these are a very, very, very nice and beautiful in comparison to the Holbeins. A beautiful match to them. Now we're going to actually color with them. We're going to color the wonderful little bumblebee here. So we need some yellows. So we'll grab cream and maybe chartreuse for the darker areas because it's a nice bright green yellow. All right. So I'm just going to lay the cream down first. And of course, I don't have any blacks because these don't have blacks. So we're going to be a little creative. It's always good to be creative. Okay, so there's our cream color. And then we're going to take the chartreuse and we're just going to go into that a little bit. And And of course you can't see it very well, so I'll put it down here so you can see it better before I add the cream to it. So as you can see, it's a nice darker yellow, more of a green yellow. And once I go over that with the cream, it's going to lighten up quite a bit. It's hard to do a bumblebee without the black, so we'll see how this goes. Let's see, what colors can we use? So we're going to put these ones aside here. We're going to grab mustard yellow and maybe I'm just going to grab a sheet here so I can test. I'm going to see how well these blend together. So I'm going to grab this sheet here. I'm going to cover it with the mustard yellow. And then I'm going to grab the cold gray. And maybe some dark blue here. Well, darker blue. There isn't a true dark blue in here, but there is a nice Sioux blue, which is a darker gray blue. So, like I said, we have to get creative. Okay. And maybe some orange. So we'll grab this one, which is salmon, which is a bit of a reddy, orangey pink color. We're not getting any closer to black, are we? We may not be able to do it in black. So he may be an interesting bumblebee and just have a gray bum. We will see. So let's just do it in the grays with a blue shadow, because he's a cool bumblebee, or he's an old bumblebee, one or the other. Then we'll put the blue in. And of course, this little bumblebee isn't going to take very long at all. And I might have wanted to choose a different picture, because this just does not show off the abilities of these pencils at all. I'm just going to do his head. Like I said, these are a wonderful, really, really light colored set, so you're not going to get those bright, vibrant, in-your-face colors. You're going to get the wonderful light colors, light tones, wonderful for highlights and that sort of thing. But you can definitely color with just with them as well. Like currently we have a event going on the Facebook group that is requiring you to color a Christmas picture using a nice pastel beachy tone. So there's different colors that are available to be colored, in it, of course. But in order for the majority of the colors, it's a nice pastel tones, which this set would definitely um, keep you in the tones for the event. So if you've purchased this set, just know that if you color something for Christmas in July using just the pastel colors in this set and maybe a couple of other deeper colors from something else, you have reached the requirements for the color along, which is cool. Okay, so let's do something for his wings here. I'm just going to grab sky blue and lavender blue. So let's do lavender blue first. It's a nice darky blue. And then I'm going to grab sky blue, which is a brighter blue. And I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to put in the shadow areas first. These seem to work a little bit better if you put the darker color down first. And I could have done this with a gray, but I want that blue tinge, that purpley blue tinge to show there. I know you guys probably can't see it very well, but I can. I'm just going through and just going under each one of the little layers on his wings and giving it that little shadow. They're almost scales, but they're not. They're just motions in his wings. You look at a bug's wings and they have all different little channels, little areas of that really thin material that's all see-through and whatnot. Now I'm going to sharpen this just to get it to a fine point so that I can get into those deep crevices there. These are a 4mm core, so remember to, when you're coloring with them and you're coloring something really small, to make sure that you try to keep your point quite sharp so that you can get into those little tiny areas. And these are really soft pencils, so the sharpness of your pencil does dissipate pretty quick. They are not as soft as, say, Prismacolors or Holbeins, but they're still pretty soft. And I love the price. I love the fact that they're less than $20. Of course, you only can buy them on eBay, or on the Pastelowe website, the Astra website. But the Astra website is all in Polish, and I can't talk Polish, so just going to go through and put in the shadows. Now I'm also going to do this because I didn't on this side. I will on this side too. I'm just going to go through and actually cover up and darken that area where the bee's body is going to be underneath. Because his body's going to be a shadow too. Because these are supposed to be see-through. It's those little details that you find you notice a lot more the further you get into your coloring journey. Of just, he's got a body under there, which is going to be a shadow on his wings. It's going to be a dark area on his wings. Where before, I wouldn't have noticed that, and I would have probably just colored them blue. I probably wouldn't have even gone through and added the shadows to the layers. Now, just to make sure that those shadows are showing, I'm going to take the gray. Oh, that's not gray. Ooh, that was close. And I'm just going to go through and just add some gray to that area. Same with over here. Just to show the bug underneath. Alright, now let's do his little thingy back here. His stinger and his legs. And we're going to give him wonderful, wonderful purple eyes. Because we can. So this is smalt blue, which is a purpley blue. We're just going to put a touch of it in here as well, just because it's a nice dark color. And it goes well with that undertone. Okay, so now we've got some flowers here, so let's do some pinks. So we're going to use fuchsia. I'm going to give it a bit of a sharpen. I know these types of flowers are usually white and yellow, but how boring. How boring. I like pink. I like pink. So I'm just going to put in just a little tiny bit of this darker pink down here at the bottom. Of the petals. Same with over here. I'm just going to put the darker pink at the bottom of the petals. Okay. And then we're going to take a nice pale pink. We're going to take Cherry Blossom, which is almost a white pink. It is a very, very light pink. And we're just going to fill in the rest of it, which will give us a nice pale color in contrast to the brighter pink at the bottom. If I would have done this on the tan cardstock, you'd probably be able to see it a little bit better. Now I'm going to grab this one here, which is Naples Yellow. I'm just going to go into the centers here. Like so. So hard to see the whole thing. Make sure that you've gotten all the edges and everything when it's so small. And then we're going to take leaf green and we're going to do the leaves. I'm just going to go through and put a little bit into each leaf, and then I'll go through with a lighter color for it. And then we're going to take lettuce green. Where is it? It's mint. I think it's up here. There we go. Lettuce green. And we're just going to fill those in. The lettuce green is quite a nice light green. Lovely pale color. There we go. Now I'm going to take this one here, which is porcelain blue, and I'm just going to color in the bits of the sky here. And once again, I'm just shading. I'm just using the side of the pencil, getting a shade on that background. It's hitting my pencil sharpener. It was driving me crazy. So these layer really, really nicely, which is why one of the reasons why they work so well with the Faber-Castells, because they are really good at those layers and building up that color. So going around the little bee. And as you can see with the tip there, see how it's started to go flat on one side that I've been using, that it doesn't take a lot of pressure, because I'm doing this very, very lightly, but it doesn't take a lot of pressure to wear that pencil down. So that's why it's really good to use light layers and build that color up, so you're not smooshing the tip of your pencil right in. Now I haven't had these very long, but they are a wonderful addition to my collection, and I am so glad I bought them. I see all these new products and I go, I don't need those, I have others. I don't need those, I have others. And then I buy them anyway because I need those. It's not even a factor of I need those, it's a factor of those would go really well with this, this, and this in my collection, so I want them. And that's the main thing, is as long as you're going to use your products and you enjoy your products, then it's not really being wasteful. I try not to be wasteful with my purchases, but sometimes I just really don't like them. There are some pencils out there that I just don't like. I know, it's crazy. Me not like a pencil? What? But yes, there are some pencils out there that I do not like. And I have purchased them, and I have tried them, and I have sent them back. So you will know that any pencil that I have purchased, not saying anything about ones that are sent to me as gifts or anything like that, but anything I have purchased that you see on Collection Mania Monday, I have because I enjoy it. I don't have a lot of things in my collection that I don't use or don't enjoy. There are some that I don't use very often because I don't want them to disappear and I want them to last longer. However, I do use them, just not very often. Because I do have a couple of sets. Well, one set now because they brought the other ones back, which is fantastic. But I have one set of pencils that have left the market many, many years ago and haven't been seen since. So if they come back, great. Then I'll start using them more heavily. But if they don't, then that's fine too. I will just keep them for special things. Okay, so now we're going to go over it with a bit of sky blue and just deepen that color up a little bit. I want that light blue around the bug, but on the edges here and around the flowers, I'm going to deepen that color up just a little bit with the sky blue. And make everything pretty. I know. I'm being silly. It's all good. And hopefully the microphone, I had to check and make sure I had it in the right position because I have a tendency to be coloring along without looking up at the screen to see where my tone levels are. And if my mic isn't in the right position, you guys only hear half of what I say. Because, yeah, I'm not fun. Because I forget. I get into what I'm doing and explaining and talking and technical things. I'm not very good with them. If they work, they work. If they don't, oops. Most times it's an oops. Alright, and I just noticed that I've got dirt under my nails from being in the garden this morning. I washed my hands, I just ended up with some dirt under my nails. That didn't come out when I washed. Alright, so there is our cute little bee with the Pastelowe colored pencils. And believe it or not, we've used quite a few of them. Actually kind of surprised on how many colors we actually put into this. Lots of blues and grays. So we have used, well, no, I didn't use this one, but I did use the rest of them. So we have used on this little tiny picture 13 colors. Isn't that crazy? 13 colors on this little tiny guy here. Amazing. So that is Collection Mania Monday. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I'll show you how he looks on the main camera because it does change the coloring. For some reason my other camera doesn't pick up the greens and yellows very well. So there he is on the regular camera. And he's cute. Cute as a bug. Anyway, of course, just to give a bit of information of things that are going on the channel. At the end of July, we have Julia in July, which is a color-a-thon. We're going to have a whole bunch of different YouTubers coloring Julia Spiri, colored pictures, and I have left a link on my community page to the schedule. So we're all going to do it on our own channels, and it's all scheduled. And of course, this is put on by the wonderful Shell Artie and the fantastic Ashley Colors. So make sure that you take a look at that. Go into the schedule and, look at the dates, look at the times, and, um, you know, go to those YouTubers, ring the bells on the ones that you want to watch and that fun stuff. I know there's going to be some that people can't watch because they're in the middle of the night or whatnot, but try to watch as many of them as you can. It will be fun, and of course there is always a giveaway with those sorts of things. So there is a giveaway. So make sure you hang out, make sure you check it out, grab your Julia Speary and color along with us. Um, of course, if you want to support the channel, you can definitely do so by hitting the join button down below. That is my membership button. And of course, I have all sorts of membership perks, and there are even a few going on that aren't on the list. So there's special perks just for members. So if you want to assist the channel, you can do so by, of course, hitting the join button. You can also support the channel by going, of course, liking the video, commenting, letting me know what you enjoy seeing, and of course, subscribing to the channel. That is always the best way to support me. If you want to join us over on Facebook, that is another way of supporting the channel. You can hang out and chat and show me all the wonderful things you've colored. I do absolutely appreciate that. That is one of my favorite parts of the day, is going through the Facebook group. So make sure that you fill out the application form. It's just a couple of questions, and it's there for the protection of the group as well as your own protections once you become a member of the group. So make sure that you fill out the application. We don't accept anybody that doesn't. So that's the only thing that we require, is just those 3 or 4 little questions of: where'd you hear about us? Do you color? Are you an artist? Uh, like a drawing artist, and that sort of thing. I think that is it for today. Of course, remember to relax, color, and stay safe. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this wonderful video on Pastelows. I know how conceited. I can't really say it's a wonderful video. But this video on the Pastelows, these are a wonderful set of pastel colors, and a large set of pastel colors. For pastels, it's a very large set. It's 50 pencils, and it does have all the exact same colors. They're very, very minuscule differences between these and the Holbein colored pencils. The Holbeins, of course, are a little bit softer, a little bit smoother, but otherwise I wasn't able to tell much difference between them. Um, Remember to relax, color, and stay safe. Again, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again tomorrow for Tips and Tricks Tuesday. All right, guys. Bye-bye for now.